What's up YouTube, it's Encased here, and today for my 80 subscriber video I'm going to be going over all the class setups that I use in Modern Warfare. The most popular video on my channel right now is actually using my favorite class setup of all time. If you enjoy, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, and yeah, because later on in the video I'll go over my settings as well, and some tips to improve. Who doesn't like tips to improve? I mean, come on. Anyways, here's my M4 class. I did get it off of a YouTuber, and I don't know what YouTuber it is exactly, but I did get it off of a YouTuber. Monolithic suppressor, Merc foregrip, 50 round mags, double grip tape, and no stock. This is a beast of an M4 setup. I barely even use this M4, and I know it's a beast. For the camo, I have the first splinter unlock that you do get for all of my weapons. Even the secondary that I use, the X16, does snag me a few kills. I use Monolithic suppressor, think I'm a featherweight, lightweight trigger, 17 round mags, and GI mini reflex. This is the secondary I use for all my class setups. And then for perks, I have EOD, Highlight, and Shrapnel with Quick Fix, Scavenger, and Ghost. That, again, is for all my class setups, and then I run C4 and Stim Shot. Alright, onto my MP5 class setup. I do end up switching this around a lot. Before, what I used to run was something like this. Before, I used to run something like this, but I did end up switching around a lot, especially because I started using 10mm auto 30 round mags. But yeah, it's all good. You can copy this class setup right now if you want to. MP7, my favorite class setup of all time. I do switch this out a lot too. Monolithic suppressor, FSS recon, Commando foregrip, 50 round mags, and no stock. I love this class setup. The Bison, this is one of my most recent videos. I think it has like 30 views or something. Or maybe like 22 or something. I might have the wrong video, but yeah. Monolithic suppressor, 8.7 in steel, 84 on helicon mag, triple grip tape, and no stock. No stock, before I run no stock, like before I ever ran no stock, I used to run Corvus skeleton stock, but then I tried no stock off, and it doesn't affect your recoil. Like, it might be because of the iron sights, but no stock on the Bison just doesn't do anything bad. And then for my aggressive Uzi class, I run 16.5-inch factory carbine because as of now I do not have SSS Carbine Pro unlocked, and I probably won't ever get it unlocked. But yeah, Merc foregrip, .41 AE 32 round mags, and then I run GI mini reflex because Uzi's iron sights are terrible. Then I run no stock. Then for the Grog class, this weapon I don't have it fully finished yet, so yeah, I'm gonna have to grind it out this week. But yeah, I'm going to run Monolithic suppressor. I run tactical right now. Tempest 26.4-inch Archangel, Commando foregrip, 60 round mags, and no stock. This weapon, it's so good in Warzone, even better in multiplayer. Then the ASL, I run VOK 200mm Osa, Ranger foregrip, 30 round mags, TAC laser, and VOK Strelic. This is a very balanced ASL class. It helps with this terrible recoil and everything. I just overall love it. And then here's a class that I use to annoy people. I use Riot Shield and 725. You know how broken this is. I barely even use this, but it's fun to like show people with it and annoy them. If I ever run kill streaks in my life again, it's UAV, cruise missile, and chopper gunner. Having 2 field upgrades, it won't work in Warzone. You can only have 1 field upgrade at a time in Warzone, so do keep that in mind. Without further ado, onto my settings, and yeah. Default flipped is so good. Some people do run tactical flipped, but I personally do not prefer that. I prefer default flipped. Default flipped is so much better for me. Stick layout preset, I run default. Invert look, obviously disabled. Dead zone, I run .10, but if you have like a brand new controller, you can go all the way down to like 0.05 or something, 0.08 if you want. Horizontal sensitivity and vertical sensitivity, I have them both on 8.8. You want to run 8.8 because like it's so easy to like turn around on people, especially you have like a melting type of gun that's just so overpowered, like the ASVAL. But ADS sensitivity multiplier for low zoom and high zoom, 0.7 literally does the job like no other. I tried 0.75, even 0.85, and I just wanted to go back immediately, like it wasn't doing anything. Aim response curve type, you always want this on dynamic because it shreds people. Controller vibration, if you play on controller vibration, turn it off. But yeah, aim assist, I have it on standard. You want to have it on standard. Aim down sight behavior, this is all unimportant. Slide behavior, you want to have this on tap because it helps you to slide cancel a lot smoother. Auto move forward, automatic sprint. Automatic sprint, you always want this on automatic tactical sprint, especially if you want to get good at search and destroy and domination. Game modes like that, you always want to have automatic tactical sprint. Now on to general. I play on 50 brightness. Subtitles disabled. Colorblind target, Deuteranopia, and what Deuteranopia does, it makes the enemy name tags yellow. Yellow is the first color to register in the human brain, so it makes your reaction time easier, if anything. Colorblind target, you want to have it on world and not interface. I mean, it's personal preference, but I like it on world. I don't like it on interface. It looks weird. World motion blur, you want to have this off because say you like to move around a lot and you play on world motion blur, there could be an enemy right in front of you, turn world motion blur on, you completely miss them, and get shot in the head by a 725. It's not fair. It's just not fair. Do not use motion blur. Weapon motion blur, you can have this on. If you're recording high resolution gameplay, you could always turn this on to add like the aesthetic effect, especially if you're already good with weapon motion blur on. But yeah. Minimap shape, you always want to have this on square. Minimap rotation enabled. And the rest of this is just personal preference. But yeah, there we go. Alright, so you want to get better by getting better aim. Alright guys, Future in Case here, so if you are a free-to-play player, this does work in Warzone. It can work for Warzone, but not in Warzone, so if you don't have the full game, don't worry, I didn't leave you out. You can still get better aim by this method. So, you want to go on free-for-all and shoot house. Game rules, you're going to want to copy these game rules. Time limit of 15 seconds, and you're going to want to kill 150 to 200 bots in that 50-minute time span. Game start time, you could put this on 10 seconds or even 15 seconds or 5 seconds. It's really personal preference, how far you want to get into the action and actually, yeah, get into the action. The rest of this, you can have this all on max health. You can have this on normal, or you can put it all the way up to 250. But at the same time, 250, I don't know what it is, but it gets me killed faster, you know? So I don't think it's really worth it. And under game rules, you're gonna want to create a custom mode. You're gonna want to do this. Reason being, it'll make it easier for you to swap in between game modes. Bot setup, you're gonna want the maximum amount of bots. And now we will go into the game so I can demonstrate how to get good. Alright, so what you want to do, you see how I'm like slide canceling, jump shotting around corners and it keeps getting me kills? That's how you want to be in Modern Warfare. You don't want to do this too much in Warzone because it does help the enemy track your footsteps better, but at the same time, Modern Warfare, if you have the full game, slide canceling and jump shotting around corners, it can help you so much. And even just slide canceling in general, it can get you a lot of kills. Because it regenerates your tactical sprint. Your tactical sprint helps you gain better momentum. And by tactical sprinting and jump shotting around the corner, you can build your momentum to be able to jump shot and embarrass the shit out of the enemy you kill. Alright guys, so now I'm gonna teach you how to control weapons with heavy amounts of recoil. If you're using something like the M4 class that I just shown you, you're not gonna do what I'm showing you right now. You're not gonna want to let the recoil do whatever it wants. You're gonna want to hold down on the right stick as you're firing your weapon. However, for semi-automatic weapons, hold it down on your right stick is going to be impractical and it's not going to do as much because the fire rate is ideally lower. So, fully automatic weapons, as I'm showing you, have a tendency to have more recoil than semi-automatic weapons, so you're going to want to hold down on your left stick more often. This is me, in case signing out. I hope those tips helped you. Thank you all for 80 subscribers, and yeah. Good luck slaying in Warzone and in multiplayer.